Welcome everyone again to Bodhi Surf Yoga, and I have something fun today. So normally people love the arm balances. It's the moment of the practice where the yoga can get a bit more intense. We feel proud when we do arm balances. We want to put the photo on Instagram. We want to honor that moment. But it's really important not only to do it, but to do it well. And sometimes when we actually do the pose, we stop there. Actually, it's not about only like being able to do arm balances. It's being able to hold the arm balances and really get to feel the pose and internalize the pose and really be able to stay into the pose, okay? So, Bokasana, the crawl, it's quite famous. It's one of the first, the foundation of arm balances. So I'm gonna start by explaining how to do a good arm balance and how to adjust or use props if we're not there yet, okay? So Bokasana demands a little bit of everything. First of all, it demands a hip and joint mobility, openness, and also it demands a strength. So let's start with the flexibility. I suggest if you're new to the Malasana, which is the squatting, you start working on this. And I'm not saying only in your yoga practice. Start at your house. Grab a bolster. Let me grab a bolster. One moment. If your heels are not reaching the floor yet, start by when you're doing something, even working in the computer or even like watching something, start here. So little by little, you start working on the squatting. We need a good squatting when we get to Malasana, okay? So start here, and with the armpits, start pushing the knees back, start lowering the tailbone down, and work your way on elongating the spine. You want to think that you want this face, the chest, very open, and you want to connect the shoulder blades together. Notice that when we start doing that, we start feeling the strength on the upper body, okay? We need also to be really aware of the Mula and Uddiyana Bandha activation of the core, because that is what creates lightness into the Bokasana. Otherwise, we're pushing too much weight into our wrist. If your wrist hurt a lot when you're doing a Bokasana or any other arm balance, it's because maybe the muscles in your body are not holding, the big muscles are not holding your weight. You're not engaging the core to make yourself lighter, so you're not ready. Work on core exercises. We have a tutorial, some drills to enhance your core. Go on that, practice it as much as you can, and then come back here, okay? But let's say you have the Malasana position, okay? You're able to do the squat. Now, we're gonna alterate that squat a little bit by bringing the feet closer to each other and opening up the knees. Normally, when people don't do the Bokasana, it's because they have everything that the body needs, but they are mentally afraid of falling. I always say the same. You're not gonna fall that away from the floor, but we wanna be safe. So you always can put, like when you start doing that, in order to create the illusion of safety, you can put a block or even a pillow right in front of your face. Because at the end, you have to come forward a little bit. You have to get out of your comfort zone in order for you to hold your Bokasana. Your tendency is gonna be to pull yourself back. So that would be the first. If you wanna put a block, and you can put it up so the forehead, when you come out, rest like that, that's okay. Let's say you're not reaching the floor yet. You can come into a block and open up the knees, and that makes it easier to enter Bokasana. I'm gonna start by doing it here. Now, when your hands are in the floor, they are the foundation, they are your feet, okay? So you need a good foundation. You wanna make sure you're gluing the whole hand down to the floor. Think about 4 points, 1, 2, 3, 4, those are in the floor. Avoid the tendency of getting the fingertips together and curving your hand. You want to keep pressing the inside of the hand down to the floor, especially the index and thumb, because that connects you with the muscles in the upper body, and that's going to help you really to engage the upper body the way you should, okay? You spread the fingertips and think of yourself as a tropical frog. You glue those fingertips together until they look bigger. they look rounder. Yeah. And you're rounding those fingertips, okay? Now, you come here, you're not closing your hands, you're not opening. You have your hands right in line with the height of the elbow and the shoulder. And then you pull the shoulder blades back. Okay, just the same concept as Malasana, almost bringing the armpits back. Notice that my knees are up. If you put the knees close to your elbows, you're gonna put too much pressure on your elbow and you're gonna slide down. Another tip, it's best to start Bokasana with long pants, because if you're sweaty, you're gonna slide down. So this is for guys too, who use shorts a lot when they're doing Bokasana. I don't know, figure it out, but look for long pants, okay, in this practice. Now, if you're able to hold it with shorts in a sweaty situation, that's great. You're very strong. Okay. So you keep drawing the shoulder blades back, shoulders away from the ears. The knees are open, the feet are close to each other. Now we're gonna start pulling forward, forward, forward. Don't drop the head down. Keep looking up. Maybe lift one leg, point your toes. Maybe lift the other one, and then calm down. Okay. So you start practicing that. But notice that you have to come forward. What is it that stops you from falling? You're gluing, your fingertips are your brakes. So you come forward. But because of you gluing the fingertips, it pulls you right into the middle. Okay. Now, let's say you can do without the block. So again, feet together, lift the knees up. Okay. The knees right next, stuck into the armpits, hopefully. You come forward, press the fingers, one foot, point your toes, the other, and hold it there. And work on looking on the mat and use your breath. Try to keep the feet together, the pointing toes. Come down. Okay. So now, the last one. Let's say you have mastered this. Okay. The last part would be to come with the feet together. This is the last part of starting to get a sense of arm balances of Bokasana. When I always recommend, this is a tip I got like 10 years ago. You want to engage the core to create lightness, as I said. Do it by pointing the toes and bringing them up. You're going to notice that when you point your toes, it's amazing how everything is connected. You immediately feel the connection on your bandhas, the Mula and the Uddiyana bandha, and you feel the belly pulling you up. So you don't feel that much heaviness on your arms. Okay, let's try that. And the idea, hope I can do it today so I can show you. You know, that's the thing of the practice. Some days it works, sometimes it doesn't. So you come into the preparation. Again, notice how the knees are really up right behind the armpits, or you can stuck them in your armpits. Come up, lift up the hips. Okay, come forward, root the fingertips, shoulder blades back, looking at the mat, and inhale, come with both feet up, and hold it here. And breathe. Now work on your breath. Let's take one last breath, and then down. Back to the Malasana. Stay here for a moment. And that's it. So, easy breathing. So, just to sum it up. First of all, start by looking into your Malasana, the squatting position. Make sure you have a solid Malasana. Start with putting pillows or bolster or something. So if your heels are not touching the floor, work on your Malasana all day, every day. Work on that squatting. It's not only beneficial for the arm balances, it's beneficial for many other things. It really helps you with the lower back. Second of all, see if you need props. If you feel uncertainty and you're afraid of like breaking the nose, I don't know, dropping the head down, put a block, put it tall, if you want to place the forehead down onto the block. Third one, you can put a block on your feet. So if you're beginning on your Bokasana and you need more height, you can use that, and so it's easier to access the Bokasana. Start with one foot, then put in the next one. But don't use the same foot. Like come back down, if you come back down, next time you start with the opposite foot, and then the other one. So there's balance between both sides, okay? So don't stay on just one foot. work your way, third part, work your way on taking the block out of your feet, work your way on taking both feet up, and work your way on holding the pose with a steadiness, with good breath. And eventually, we move to the next variation when we work on extending the elbows, okay, on the Bokasana. As I said, this is the first, for me, the foundation of balancing arm balances. You're gonna notice, once you have a solid Bokasana, then the other poses are gonna come little by little. They're gonna be easier. Bhujapirasana, other like Ekapada Garlabhasana, Kundinyasana. Of course, they demand like more hip opener, more chest open, but then you have a solid foundation. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure that if you find that you don't have enough strength, do the core exercises on the other tutorial. And let us know how your Bokasana goes. Namaste, everyone. Thank you.